Hello guys, and welcome back to Dust and Elysian Tale. In this episode we'll carry on towards that flag marker we were going for in the last episode. But before that I would like to go over that thing about above Fidget's head right now, which is saying save and teleport. Something that will come in handy later, but for now we can't teleport at all because we have nothing to teleport to yet, and we need an item to teleport, so never mind that. And let's just go on. We have quite a few things to go through in this episode too, such as my last recording of this failed, so if you see anything different, that's why I had to play up to this point again, which luckily wasn't very far. But then I decided, from now on, I will try to end episodes at save spots. So if we have an incident like that again, it will be easy to pick it up from the episode we were on. Anyway, we picked up this ability in the last episode along with everything else because it was the first episode after all. So couldn't have picked it up much before that. Anyway, this ability, Fidget's ability, she said it would use up a bit of energy meter when you use it. It's not very easy to see.
Hey, you just leveled up!
Is that what I did? It feels good. Great even.
As it should, Dust. You've acquired a skill gem. Open the character screen through the inventory to upgrade your abilities and become even more powerful.
Well, some interruptions are good interruptions, right? So, as this thing says, we can now put skill gems on our character, but no more than 4 more in one stat than the lowest stat, so let's just go ahead and do that. Early on in the game I prefer to put more into health first and foremost, because we have very little of it, and then I will put something in defense later on, because we could use that too before attack, because our attack is okay for now, and we won't get much stronger by getting a little bit of attack upgrades. So we'll go for health and defense for now. It should work out fine. We'll have another note over here. Let's pick it up. Leap of faith. They chased me and I ran. 5, maybe 6 of them, all armed to the teeth and closing in fast. I made it to the archer's pass, but with an arrow in my leg they caught up with me at the headless statue. Surrounded, desperate, and nowhere else to go, I climbed up on the hand and made a leap of faith. Now this is a hint that will come in handy later on, so just keep that in mind. It will likely be something useful for us. It's a little hidden key. Those stone walls we break through and get wall chickens from aren't always that easy to see, so we'll see more hidden later on. I saw you, you can't hit me from behind, or you can't, but I won't allow it right now. And these guys have pretty interesting weapons. That one had a sword with spikes on it, but as you can see, these two guys have gigantic leg bones. I think they're leg bones. Ouch! Don't do that, please. And I got cupcake. Nice. They look like leg bones with the kind of joints they have and such. Yeah, I look at bones quite a lot for my art studies. It's kinda important. Anyway, here's another chest, so let's just open it. There we go. And there we got something pretty interesting. Not the cupcake. The cupcake is interesting too, but the cotton vest. Now, as you can see, we have armor here. And this armor will give us a little bit of defense and some luck. I believe luck helps you with how much extra damage you give enemies, such as critical hits and other things. But I'm not quite sure about exactly what it does, because they never explain it to you. So, anyway, this is also the reason why I wanted to go for health and not defense first, because we get some defense from this thing. What else? We have weapon augments we can get later on in this slot. And then we have pendants and rings. Now the rings will be kind of interesting in a way, or not very interesting, but if you have one ring, you can equip it in this one, it will show up in this slot, and it will also show up in this inventory as if it's not equipped, but you can't equip it in this one if you have it on this one. So you need at least 2 rings to equip on both slots. But that's not too difficult to take care of. Will be lots of things to pick up along the way, and yeah. But anyway, things we're picking up here, such as money. Money is very important to pick up now, because we will likely buy lots of stuff as we go along. So don't hesitate to pick up any money you see, it will be important. Very important. Also materials. Materials are very important for later on. We'll be able to use them to craft stuff and such, and we pick up materials from these guys along the way. None when I want to show it as an example, but they are a bit rarer than money. You won't always get money from the enemies you beat, and you will get materials even less often. But there will be better ways to get the materials soon enough. Anyway, here we are at our marker, so let's see if we can find out something.
Wow. It's really beautiful up here.
Yeah. So, any idea where we are?
I was maybe hoping you could tell me.
Oh, silly me. I seem to have dropped all my detailed maps and navigational equipment chasing after a crazy flying sword.
I'm sorry I got you mixed up in this fidget.
Well, you should be. Taking my sword, getting me in trouble.
You know, now that I think about it, this isn't the first time I've seen this view. I've stood here before, in this very spot.
Then perhaps you recognize the village at the base of these cliffs?
It's hard to make out from here. We'll need to drop down to the valley floor if we want to get any closer.
Very well. Proceed as you wish, Dust.
That we shall, but for now we'll jump over here into the trap that this guy is setting for us. Don't believe there's anything else over here, so let's just go on for now and ignore that guy. No, not that guy I'm fighting right now, but let's just beat him up in the save spot, which is not a safe spot, even though he seemed to think it was, since he was trying to run away into that spot. Anyway, we have lots of enemies to fight here too, and it seems like someone has been staying here recently. Maybe the enemies. Or the monsters. Don't know who has been staying here. It seems like they didn't have materials in too good conditions, seeming as the cloth on that tent is pretty tattered and yeah. Oh, I remembered. I was talking about the energy meter a long time ago, when we first started it and I got interrupted by the level up thing. The energy meter, when Fidget uses her attack, it goes down a little bit. Not too much. Not considerable if you don't use it that much at once. But God, come back here. Thank you. I'm starting singing here. I think I've gotten too much sugar today. Sorry. Me who is usually so calm and quiet. Well, most of the time anyway. Let's just take these guys down. Yeah, what I was saying, I'm constantly interrupting myself and getting interrupted. So, this move here takes up quite a bit too, as you can see. So it's not just Fidget's move that uses it, we use it too with Dust. So, it's not that hard to regain energy anyway, so not on tough or anything at all, so it's not that bad. And we are soon getting another level. That would be very nice. There we go! It was much quicker than I expected. Well, let's just add a new gem then. And this time we're putting it into defense. There we go. It seems like we've forgotten a treasure somewhere around here. Let's just go back and look. Here it is. It's a double wall of pillars. Yes, they will be double sometimes. So let's just take them down, and we have 2 keys. Awesome! And 2 wall chickens. So, this is coming along quite nicely, actually. So, maybe we'll be able to open more chests soon. Let's just go on then. You guys don't give up, do you? Why are there so many of you anyway? And where do you get all those leg bones from? That's one thing I would like to know. And I've been thinking of another thing too. As Ara is a sentient sword, how do you think it feels to get yourself smacked against enemies and ripping them up like swords do? Because if I was a sword, it would seem kinda awkward in a way, but maybe it's used to it. Anyway, let's pick up this new ability. And this one is something that makes the dust storm much more useful in my opinion, because it allows us to do this. So we can move over greater distances easily, as well as use Fidget's attack while we are doing it. So that's very useful. I use that one a lot more, and as you can see, it can carry us quite high up. And let's just smack them down again. It's fun. It's just fun. So there we give them quite a lot of damage while we fly. But it's still as dangerous to use as if we were using the ground-based one. We'll still hurt ourselves if we use it for too long, so just try not to do that too much. And seems like the rain is going down a little bit. I don't think the weather has anything or any effect on you. Anyway, key up here could be easy to miss, at least in the rain here, as we fall down here very quickly. And here you can see new room color. We have seen the blue rooms before, but the new color is the green one. It's actually supposed to be yellow, but it's overlapping the blue, so it's green. But we'll see what that means in a second, but for now we will open this. So let's just try to do that and see what we get. Oh cool, we got a pendant. Let's just put that on before we pick up the fruit. Yeah, it doesn't look very nice, but at least it gets us some upgrades, so we'll keep that on. Sadly we don't get any looks from it on our character. We can't do anything about this. As you can see, we need to do something explosive to get it open. but we'll worry about that in a second. For now,
Is that a tent? Is there somebody in there?
Ah, whatever it is, it's got glowing evil eyes of evil.
A merchant lies in wait. Do not let his appearance frighten you. I sense he only wishes to assist in our journey.
Psh, I wasn't frightened. Just surprised at the, savings. Come on, let's talk to him.
you haven't even seen the savings yet, Fidget, so stop lying to us. Anyway, let's talk to the scary eyes behind the tent.
I've been expecting you, stranger.
Who are you?
Merely a friend with many wares for sale. Shall we conduct business?
Well, here we are. And this is the first shop in the game. There will be more. This guy is a traveling merchant, so we'll likely see him more too. Anyway, he has food here. The feeble fruits. They aren't worth very much, but they don't heal us very much either. As you can see, as we move along, they get expensive or more expensive very quickly. So, this is why money is very important. He also has equipment. He has the one we have equipped right now, and he also has a better one, but it'll take nearly all of our money, so let's not do that. He also has these weapon augments and such. And I'm thinking maybe we should buy this one, because it's not that expensive and we could use to have one. We won't use it up or anything, so we only need to buy one. Next up, he has armor. We currently have the best one in the game. That won't last for long, but it's good to have it for now, so we don't need to buy it. A ring. Should we buy it? We can buy it. There we go. One more, maybe. And that could be good, so we have 2 of them. And he also has these things. He has a teleport stone, the exact thing I was talking about in the beginning of the episode. Won't buy any of those. I generally don't use these much. Maybe once or twice in the game. The revival stone. As you can see, it is very expensive, and we will likely not buy many of these. If we die, we die. And the keys. You won't restock these keys, or there will only be as many as you see here, so I won't buy them for now. Both because I don't have the money for it, and because I would like to save them or keep them here until I really need them. And he has materials. Only a few right now, but if we'll leave the store...
Before you leave, might I propose an offer?
That would depend on the offer.
If I may be so bold, you are not prepared for the journey ahead. I, however, can offer assistance. Please, accept this blueprint as a gift. Should you find a blacksmith and the necessary materials, they may be able to craft the item for you. I can offer you materials as well, though I'm not entirely sure what materials this land deems of value. I am not from around here, as I'm sure you've guessed by now. Once you've sold me a new material type, I will be able to restock my store with it. As for your reward, I will pay you a bonus for the first new material you sell me.
Ah, he'll buy them at a high price.
Well, yes. Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Watch your back, my friend.
Well, as you can see, we got a quest here. This is our first quest, except the main quest, which will follow us through the game. But we have a few quests along the way, side quests. As you can see, we will get a bonus reward or bonus money for the first material we sell him. So let's just switch over to sell mode and go to our materials, and we'll sell him one of each, because he will restock with what we sell. The green ones, or the ones with the green marks on, are the ones he already have in stock or in his catalog, and the ones without are those he don't have. So we'll sell him one of each and he'll restock those over time. There we go. I sold him all the junk because we don't need it for anything, I believe. Maybe something in the future, but
Your transaction is most appreciated. The materials you've sold me will be quite useful. I'll attempt to restock them as time goes on. I also share my stock with other merchants. With our help, you will save valuable time collecting rarer materials.
Thank you.
Watch your back, my friend.
so there we go. And that's pretty much it for that guy. It's very useful. And there was a key. We're coming up on the time here, so let's just get through to... Yeah, here's the blueprint he gave us. Let's look at that. It will give us 10 more defense and 1 luck. We already have 1 luck, so it won't show us anything about upgrades. But we can't use that right now. We can use it later on if we need it. But we'll get back to that. For now, here is a bomb fruit. And the bomb fruit can be moved like so. We pluck it with dust storm and we move it. And we need that to blow up walls, such as this one. Now we have 1 key, and there were some other keys on the other side, and wall chicken too. Bombable walls will also give us chickens. I wonder how they got there, all of them. Anyway, these bomb flowers are very useful, and we'll get around to more of their uses later on. But for now, we'll call it an episode. So I'll just save here, and I'll see you in the next episode when we move on and try to reach the village. So see you then, and take care.